Habaragani, my friends, we made it to Kwanzaa Day 7, Imani. I wish you a happy and prosperous new year. We have navigated the week where the edges of the years meet. We're now at the new year. Let us walk through this together as we prepare for and do that which will take us to the next level. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for 2023? To make it very special, make it wonderful. Well, do walk with me on this.
Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, celebration. Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, celebration. The first day of Kwanzaa, we call it Umoja, unity, unity. The second day of Kwanzaa, Kulia, self-determination. The third day of Kwanzaa, we call it Ujima, collective work and responsibility. The fourth day of Kwanzaa, we call it Ujama, cooperative economics. The fifth day of Kwanzaa, we call it Nia, purpose, purpose. I have a purpose. The sixth day of Kwanzaa, we call it Boomba, creativity, creativity. The last day of Kwanzaa, we say Imani, that's what we call faith. Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, celebration. Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, celebration. Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, celebration. Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, celebration. Celebration.
That is certainly what it is, and we give thanks that we made it all the way through. Kemar, hail up. Andreen, hail up. So we made it, folks. Day 7, Imani, January 1. So, on this, the last day of Kwanzaa, we light the final candle. We celebrate Imani, also known as faith. That means that we honor our best traditions as a family and as a community. We look within and we look above. We strive for higher levels of spirituality and a better life for ourselves and those around us. We want the best for all those who are with us. We want the best. Day 7. Imani, faith, focuses on honoring the best of our tradition, draws on the best in ourselves, and help us to strive for a higher level of life for humankind. We affirm our self-worth and confidence in our ability to succeed and triumph in a righteous struggle. Yes, this is Kwanzaa, the final day, day 7, the first day of a brand new year. What is faith, folks? Hope sees the invisible, hope feels the intangible, and hope achieves the impossible. That is what we set out to do. And I love the words of Dr. Martin Luther King. Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. We know it's going to work out. We're going to make it so. We know it. The future, folks, the three options we have for creating the future. One, you can create it. Two, someone else creates it. But guess what? They may not have your best interest at heart. Circumstances can create it. And then, oftentimes we can't do a thing with respect to circumstances, but work with it. So what do I say? You create it. This is January 1. You make the year that which you want it to be by faith. We set out to do this. Now, here is where now I'm going to stamp my own personal perspective on this tradition, which I've celebrated since 1970. In preparation for a successful 2023, folks, there are some persons in your present who should not be part of your future. You know who they are. It is your responsibility to erase them from your consciousness. They could be very close to you by family, by work, by circumstances. You know who the persons who should not be going forward with you because they have demonstrated that they are not with you. You know what to do. Alrighty? So, 2023. Now, if we started from 2019, why use 2019 as a start point here, folks? The last 2-3 years has been almost as if we are treading water with COVID. So that I really want us to bring this to an end now. That's why we're morphing it into 2023. For everyone that I encounter, the result is a major improvement of the quality of life for all of us. We are going to get past this now. That's what we're going to do. There are 4 steps. Ask, believe, and by faith you receive. Belief, that's any construct which you hold to be true. That's a belief. What do you hold to be true? What do you know to be true as you set out on this next step? Faith. Faith is the certainty of the intangible, without which the tangible is impossible to experience. May I repeat this? Faith is the certainty of the intangible, without which the tangible is impossible to experience. We are going to make it work. We are going to work. Yes, son, you're right. Paradigm shift time. Create our own future. That's what we're going to do from here on. Align your mind with the energy that is the universe. So, we're going to faith it until we make it. Listen carefully. I didn't say fake. Faith it until we make it. Now, how do we do this, huh? You know, I see no boundaries when I deal with intellect and imagination and creativity. It was Einstein who says, few are those who see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts. Use your eyes and heart. It's all in the mind. You know, my brother reminds us that the eyes merely look. It is the mind that sees. See with your own mind. Where are we heading? Where are you heading? 2023. It's a brand new year and we are going to make this work. We have work to do. Imani, faith. The belief with all our heart in our people, our parents, our teachers, our true leaders, and the righteousness and victory of our struggle, the righteousness of good over evil. Faith is seeing light with your heart when all your eyes see is darkness. Huh? Yes, your eyes see darkness, but your heart, your soul, your mind sees the light. And we're heading to the light as we make this year the best. Some people walk in the rain, but others just get wet. Others just get wet. We are walking in the rain purposefully. Remember that attention energizes. Whatever you pay attention to, it energizes. Whatever you put your intention on, it transforms. Are you ready for the energizing and the transformation that will take us into 2023 as the best year of our existence? Now, I tell you, I'm stamping my own perspective on this now in terms of to get us there. Anything that I need, I will get. I trust that you should believe this too. If it requires money, I will manifest it. I trust you believe that too. You may ask that, what is this thing called manifestation? How do we make something out of nothing? How do we do that? Well, the spiritual teachers tell us that manifestation is a spontaneous fulfillment of desires. Manifestation is a process by which you harness the infinite power of synchronicity in non-local communication. Yes, folks, we can experience, we can make things happen simultaneously at different parts of the universe. It just happens. It just happens. We have done so before, we can do it again, and we're going to do so going forward. Manifestation. That which we need, that which we desire, we will make it happen. How do you do this? Well, a specific and definite outcome is intended. What do you want from this year? No attention should be paid to the details or the physiological process involved. You have just confidence in the results. Any pain of attention inhibits the flow of the impulse of intelligence that produces the outcome. It slows down or prevents the success from taking place. So focus directly on where you're going, what you intend to achieve, the outcome you want. All right? How do we do this? Expect a result to have the way you want it and have confidence in the outcome. Worry, uncertainty, and doubt are the three primary obstacles that prevent us from making effective use of the power of intention. The power is still there, but we turn it against itself when we interfere. In other words, when you doubt that desire will come true, essentially, what you're doing is sending out a self-defeating intention, which in the field of consciousness computes and competes and cancels out the first desire. Every fulfilled intention teaches you how to fulfill the next one, and it gets better, it gets easier. I have lived this again and again and again. Now it's time to make it work and to set the agenda for this year to come. So, what do we do? At the end of the process, there's no doubt that the outcome was obtained by a definite conscious process that extends beyond the individual to a larger reality. Some call this God. Some call it providence. But in the non-dual view of the universe, it is the self, the absolute self, not the self-image. So I try to use a more scientific term with this. And the one that I'm using right now is the conscious field, consciousness field, which is consciousness energy field. I don't think we should discard any of the other more traditional spiritual names. So if you're comfortable with God, with the Creator, with the divine, work with that. In all cases, the material world is an expression of an unmanifest overriding intelligence that responds to human desire. Your desire, your consciousness is what brings the world into being. And God said, let there be light. And what happened? There was light. What does the book say? In the beginning was what? The Word. The Word. You articulate it, you name it. What is the word you're using to articulate this year as we go forward? Are you ready? I am. I am in terms of the manifestation, the desire, that which we want to achieve. We will make it happen. So, Kwanzaa greetings, my brothers and sisters. Kwanzaa greetings as we now close the chapter, which we open on the 26th day of December. We walk through the 7 days, and we now are at faith, Imani, January 1, where we are ready to and we will manifest that which we desire to take us forward into this brand new year. I remember a conversation I had many years ago, with Rene Simoes. And he pointed out to me that one of the things that he used with the Reggae Boys 1998 was the 7 principles, the Nvuza Saba, the principles of Kwanzaa. Yes, Rene Simoes said that the focus, he got the boys to focus on the 7 steps: unity, self-determination, collective works and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, so that by faith we go forward into this brand new year. Ready or not, here we come. I have celebrated Kwanzaa since 1970, and this year I did so as I did last year by transforming my social media channels into a vehicle by which we can transform this energy. I thank you all for being part of this. I thank you all. This is how we use the tools at our disposal. If Marcus Garvey could have achieved what he did in the time he did 100 years ago, what can we do with what we have now, the tools that we have now? It's so unfortunate that some of our brothers and sisters are using these tools for nothing but arms house. But guess what? We know better, so we are going to do better. We give thanks.
Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, celebration. Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, celebration. The first day of Kwanzaa, we call it Umoja, unity, unity. The second day of Kwanzaa, Kujichagulia, self-determination. The third day of Kwanzaa, we call it Ujima, collective work and responsibility. The fourth day of Kwanzaa, we call it Ujama, cooperative economics. The fifth day of Kwanzaa, we call it Nia, purpose, purpose. I have a purpose. The sixth day of Kwanzaa, we call it Kuumba, creativity, creativity. The last day of Kwanzaa, we say Imani, that's what we call faith. Kwanzaa.
Absolutely. I thank you all very much for being part of this process. And listen, look, I agree with you all in terms of what we have achieved and what we've experienced. Yes, yes, son, the brain bleaching. Hmm? Yes, in terms of what our people have been misguided. But look, each one teach one. We have a responsibility. The same way that I use the tools I have at my disposal to share this. And all the information I shared for the 7 days of Kwanzaa, you can go back either wherever you are sharing this information now, the rest of the information is there, and leave your comments in the dialogue. Leave your comments so we can use it to strengthen each other. And Gil Scott Heron said that the revolution will not be televised, but he did not say it will not be via social media. It will not be by word of mouth. Each one teaching one. Iron sharpeneth iron. We can make it work. We're going to make this the best year of our existence to date. Yes, we can. So just leave your comments and share with each other. And listen, you make this a wonderful year. A wonderful year. We give thanks. Absolutely.